chikas, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna share with you all the manga that I have read for the last 2 months. So this video will be my manga reading log for the months of February, March, and April. Unfortunately, I have read only few volumes of manga for the last 2 months. It's because, as I have mentioned in my previous video, I was a volunteer in Expo. That's for the full month of March. I think that's 3 days each week. So I was busy with my volunteer and also with some projects in my work. So let's start with the ongoing manga that I have read. So first I've got One Piece. This is volumes 28, 29, and 30, the 3-in-1. So I'm only one omnibus away to complete Skypiea. So I'm very slow on reading One Piece. I like Luffy, and this manga doesn't need any introduction, as most of you are already familiar with this. This is a very popular shonen manga. So in this arc, that's the main villain was Eneru, and this is their journey in searching for the El Dorado treasure. So next in my list are 2 volumes of One Punch Man. This is volume number 15 with Watchman Dog on the cover, and I've also read volume number 16. So I've only read 2 volumes of One Punch Man. This is my favorite action shonen as of the moment, but I'm not up to date, I guess, in my collection. So volume 15 is a little bit boring because there are less actions. It's more on the discussion of the Hero Association, on how to beat or rescue the hostage of the Monster Association. And then 16, this is, I like this more than the 15 because this has full of action. So some heroes of class C, A, B, and C, so they want to capture Garo. And on this volume also, there is a fight scenes between Garo and Master Bang. So I'm gonna continue collecting and reading this One Punch Man, 2 volumes for the month of, I think I've read this last month only during my volunteer days. So the next ongoing manga that I have read are Waiting for Spring, volumes number 2 and number 3. So I've got a quick review and unboxing video of all the volumes of Waiting for Spring. So I already completed this. This is a 14-volume shoujo manga about Mitsuki, and she wants to make friends, and fortunately she met the whole basketball team that are very popular and handsome, as you can see in the covers. And I've also read volume number 4 recently. So this is Ryuji. So compared to others, he's my most favorite. So we have Ryosuke on the volume number 3 and Rui on volume 2, number 1. I think that's Towa on the cover. So far, honestly, I am not that enjoying this manga, maybe because I feel like the story is very common and there's nothing special, and there is some secrets that was revealed in volume number 2 or 3, I guess. I think that's not a smart move because that's one of the revelations I think that will make this manga more interesting. And my favorite female character here is Reina-chan. So that's Mitsuki's friend. So then the next manga that I'll show you are all new series. It's not new in my collection, but I've read from volume number 1. So first, I'm gonna want to show you this manga. This is another Sodio manga with basketball on it. Girl Got Game volumes 1, 2, and 3. If I have the other volumes of this, I might have finished reading Girl Got Game because I really like the story of this, and I like this more than this Waiting for Spring. This is also about a Sodio manga with basketball on it. So this manga, what I like about this is a mix of not only love story, sports, there's also comedy on it. So the main story of this is about Kyo Aisawa, who disguised as a guy. It's because her father wants her to do it. Her father used to be a star player in basketball, but unfortunately his career was ruined because of an injury. So he enrolled his daughter in a school with powerful basketball team, but he enrolled her as a male. So what I like about this manga is the story and the humor on it. So she's hiding that she's a female, and there is one girl, I think that's her senpai, who wants her to join the girls basketball team, but all the people in their campus or in the school knows her as a male, and in fact she's one of the popular new basketball player in their campus. And I think her love interest here is named Eniwa, who happened to be her roommate as well. So I read volumes 1, 2, and 3. So I'm not sure if I will read the rest of this in online or in the scans, because I have the full set of Girl Got Game. This is completed in 10 volumes. But I have only 6 volumes that is currently in my shelf. So the other volumes are in my home country. So this is Girl Got Game volumes 1, 2, and 3. And then the next title that I'll show you is another sports manga, but this time this is about baseball. So I like sports manga, as I have mentioned in my previous video, like Kuroko's Basketball, Slam Dunk. That's 2 of my favorite sports manga. And I want to have also the Ice Shield 21 added in my collection, but that's very hard to find nowadays. Okay, so this is Cross Game volume number 1 in omnibus format. So this is written and illustrated by Mitsuru Adachi. I think he is one of the underrated mangaka, and the art is pretty old. I think this is published in the 90s, the original. So on this book, it has 3 volumes on it. So this is a 3-in-1. As mentioned here, 3-in-1 contains volumes 1 to 3, 1, 2, and 3 as released in Japan. So this is about childhood friends and neighbors. So one of the family owns a batting center, and the other one owns a sports shop. So this is Ko and Wakaba, and there's another character named Oba, the sister of Wakaba. And this volume is just so sad, but I like the storyline of this. This is not focused on the sports, so this is it's more on slice of life, and I like the art on this and the story itself. if Major and Diamond Ace has a manga in English, so I might have those as well because I really like baseball. Not only aside from basketball, I also like baseball. I used to play baseball and basketball when I was younger, mostly in grade school and high school. So I don't have the full set of this so far. I have only half, I think, 4 volumes of this. I'm missing volumes 3, 4, 5, and 7, I believe, and this is completed in 8 omnibuses, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna continue reading this. I think I might continue after purchasing the other volumes because I really like this series. I might reread this before starting reading volume 2. I'm not sure how much time it will take to complete this because I cannot find volumes number 5 and 6. Volume number 4 is available in Kinokuniya, so I will purchase it from there. So this is purchased from Kinokuniya as well. So this is volume number 1 of Cross Game. I think this will be included in my top favorite reads for 2022. And then the next sets of manga that I have read, I think I read this Feb. Let's Dance a Waltz, volume number 1, volume number 2, and volume number 3. This is completed in 3 volumes, and I didn't expect anything on this manga because this is about dancing, which is not my favorite, but the story, the art, everything on this manga is just great. So this is done by Natsumi Ando. I have lots of titles from her, but most of them are in my home country, like Kitchen Princess. I never read that. Harissa and Sojak Pi. So this is about a girl who used to be chubby and she lost weight because of dancing. So her partner is tango, and I like the twist on this story. The first volume is in hardcover. This is a library copy. I purchased this from the US, and then the 2 volumes are from Kinokuniya. I will have a short review on this series because I really like it. Just please check that once I have uploaded it. So this is Let's Dance a Waltz. And I think this manga can also fall on the sports category because I have learned that there is a sports called Dance Sport on this manga because I don't know that much about dancing, but I learned a lot while reading this. Okay, we've got 3 volumes of this. And the last title that I have read is a complete series, same like Let's Dance a Waltz, but this time this is an 8 volume. So April is the month of Ramadan and also the Holy Week, so I have decided to read a manga related to gods or religion, and fortunately I have this. This is Buddha, Story and Art by Osamu Tezuka, completed in 8 volumes, published in English, but originally this was 17 volumes in Japan. So I have read all the volumes. Volume number 1. So this is Kapila Vastu, which is the birthplace of Buddha. Volume number 1. Volume number 2, The 4 Encounters. And I learned a lot on reading this manga as well. because I am very curious on the life of Buddha. So I like a series about history and politics. So this has a mix of that. So volume number 3 is this Devadatta. So he's one of the character. And this manga is about Osamu Tezuka's, this is his own view of the story of Buddha. So this has a explicit content. So one of my friends tried to read this, but she read only the first few pages of this, maybe because she's not expecting it to be this, to have some explicit content. And what I like about this is the humor as well. So I didn't feel bored while reading Buddha. So this is volume number 4, The Forest of Uruvela. So that's the place where he met some of the monks. Then next we have Deer Park. So he's one of the character as well, a giant. Then number 6, we have Ananda, who is also one of the character. So what I notice about the names of the volumes are mostly names of the characters or places or the setting of this story. So this is volume number 6, and I like the color of this as well, like a rainbow color. Then we've got volume number 7, Prince Ajatasattu, which is the Prince of Magadha. And before reading this, I didn't know that Buddha was a royalty or a prince. What I only know is that he is the founder of Buddhism. So I learned a lot while reading this. So he is a royalty, but he is not in favor of the caste system. So for him, all the people are equal. So I think Buddhism has some similarities to Hinduism. So this is the last volume, Jeta Vana. Okay, let us arrange this first. So this manga is a box set. I have purchased this from India. I asked one of my friends, Indian friends, to purchase this for me. So I will have a separate video on my review, complete review on the Buddha as well. Saying like, let's dance a waltz. Let's see if I will be able to publish it next week. So these are the manga that I have read for the last 2 months and first 2 weeks of April. I am currently reading the last omnibus of Skypiea. Waiting for spring, I'm currently reading number 5, but I may drop reading this and I will start reading some new titles after this. So these are the manga that I have read. I have a few titles because of that volunteer, but it's a very good experience and I didn't regret doing that. So I have this for the month of Feb, March, and April. 3 months. Thanks everyone, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and click the notification bell to receive notifications on my upcoming videos. Thanks again and good day to all of you. Please be safe. Goodbye.